Gee, nigga, don't tell me. I need the whole clip, nigga. Throw me this pick, nigga. Throw me this motherfucking pick, nigga.
Oh God. You gotta be kidding me.
Damn. Nigga got me in that formation, yo. Shit. Gotta find a way to get this ball from his ass.
Catch that, you. Oh, bro, what the fuck, bro?
They cover two. You about to try some bullshit. They
Nigga
cover
throwing
two.
that shit right in your fucking face and you still ain't reacting.
Pick it off. Pick it the fuck off. Damn.
You playing the Jaguars? Oh no.
Steelers.
Steelers. Let me see this game.
Yeah, you losing or winning?
It's tied up.
Let's go. We're gonna keep doing this. I don't know who you think he is.
Yo, I just manned this nigga up and told him to play outside, yo. This shit just gonna work.
Is he live?
Yeah, he live.
Oh, I clicked
Oh
on his
my
live.
God.
It's only like 50 seconds.
Oh, he
I
missed the
would have
field
been
goal.
full.
Slacking that shit. Come on, let me score. He over here delayed out, nigga. 10 times, 60 times.
Yeah, I can play this playbook. It ain't got shit that I'm used to. No shit.
I told you I'd just score one more time and she threw it. God damn. Real? Calling the number,
You know
brother.
what, bro? I refuse to play with this playbook.
I'm calling Real number. Like hell.
Look at that shit.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go guard
bro, they
this
only
nigga.
got single back and the shotgun in this goddamn Rams playbook.
Blitz like a motherfucker. He about to blitz. Pass through. Yeah, Henry. Cause he about to try you in my head. He set up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Impact.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Make the field goal when we up. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on, man. Just give me this ball back, yo. Give me this ball back.
Get to the outside, damn it. Turn on the Jets. Thank you, Breeder. I told you he's gonna carry me to fucking victory.
Like, I'm getting Breeder next week. I'm in, yo. Fast and fuck.
Let's go.
Cover two.
Let's go, nephew.
Is that you, Steve? Or is that Eze?
That's me.
Somebody breathing.
Breathing like a motherfucker in the mic, nigga. That's why I asked. Niggas dead? This nigga's alright.
It's old school. It's back out.
I'm working on that alternator all day.
He said he went and ran a couple laps today.
Working on that alternator.
A little tired. Let's see. Alright, fellas, let's get it out of here. They, let's go on end it.
Let's fucking go, nigga. Fucking boy. Yeah, it's cover two. It's cover two. But you ain't gonna do that in it.
You gotta be fucking playing, bro. These niggas awareness CPU is so goddamn trash, bro.
Let's go. I scored a touchdown, yo. I can about close this.
I know he is sick.
What's fuck is Breeze's fucking... What is Breeze's goddamn X Factor? Oh, the fearless shit.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Come on, set. Go to base. Right there, 56. I don't even know why his team showed up. Go. Hurry. 56.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Just run. And watch the leg. Slam. Check 3.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run the counter. Bowman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays. Having on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Bowman. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
This is a 3, well,
the field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Yeah, His last game would be a dub, but he played.
They'll run for it with Hill, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I looked at it.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
I got Killer tonight, and I got the Colts. I should have beat him last game. I kicked 3 field goals in the red zone, so touchdowns.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch in a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That time, they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Here we go. Come on, Pittsburgh. Here we go.
Now Spiller. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
These two teams all tied after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, It's Bowman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Let's go. Fix the outlaw. Get to it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is Spiller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, rock it. Rock it. 6 right there. 56. Zoo.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a 61-yard punt as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
X3, 218, chopped it.
On 2nd down now. It's Bowman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get in that hole.
On 3rd down, Bowman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Oh, this one.
Atone for it here on this drive.
Yeah, it's this one I'm playing. Nigga never said. He ain't say nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Never did. Playing him now.
Here's Spiller. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson now. Going deep here for Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, I-7. Lead grip.
From the 22, Locke. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense as what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone into tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Locke now to throw. And it's caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Freeman. And they will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Nigga Steve did me dirty. I played the cheat with the boy.
The 49ers, my new favorite team. That ain't tough.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Still not get invites.
Hell no, I don't.
I don't be easy, yo. And then I hate explaining what search means.
And hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I gotta see this whole paragraph.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
On 2nd down, it's Bowman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 80 weapon. Get it.
A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pilot, 64, root.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke finding Gabriel complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and his crew will. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go over to the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Give me time.
Let's go. Cut him. Let's go.
Good throw. Yeah. Yes, sir. Give me some more.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
They run with Spiller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, defense. Good play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Trying to get some shine.
See?
Hey, brother.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I didn't even switch my shits up. Oh, I wanted out.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's the only nigga.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yes, sir.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
56, right there, 56.
Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Got some room at the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Locke going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Being chased out left. This is the tight end Fant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
On 1st down, Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so far.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week.
No choice. We're down too many points.
Damn, I done picked the wrong motherfucking shit. Flesh, you're just gonna have to get there, buddy.
nobody was gonna come back and haunt us. You got to eat. You got to already.
Well, Titans will be our last home game of the season.
Oh my God. Y'all. It's something else. Y'all just trick the money. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't know where everybody. We set up for the field goal. Y'all trick the money most definitely. It was good hold. Good hold. Damn money. We'll take it.
For the points.
Y'all let niggas run right by y'all. Yes, sir.
It should be a touchdown. This should be a touchdown. All you gotta do is run. Fuck, I fucked it up. I got my first down. I'm a touchdown.
Yeah, we got something for you. Oh, you wouldn't go back fast enough. Bruh, somebody should have playmaker. Let's see. Oh.
Y'all know what's coming out.
Alright, oh shit, and I'm on the wrong motherfucker. Oh, that's good defense.
Oh shit.
Hey. You say you want over?
That was a good defense. I'll take that any day.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Oh, go for the strip. Yeah, you going back. Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
We got this. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Allen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Mark 5. Here we go. 5 to Mike. 5's like 7. Let's go. Mike 5. Mike 3.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape,
Lord
and he goes
mercy.
down. Jack Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
At the Titans' 42-yard line.
Mike 5. Pass. Watch the run. Kill.
Bro.
A first down carry for Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
It's over there, Sonny. He's a dog.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mike 54. 52. It's time. Hey, one set.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Gilden came out, got up 14 seconds.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running with Kamara, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on out here. Come on. Come out here. Come get some.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Oh, man.
Down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Bruh, stop a pass play.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
56.
Henry out of the pistol. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with...
Allen hit. He lost the football. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Beating up ain't the word, man.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Look too good.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on
Mariota to throw it this time. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One. 3.
Mariota. Buying time to his left. He may try and run
What are
for
you
this.
doing?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And an alley to run.
One. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 17.
Following the interception here, Mariota got a man. It's Brown. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Y'all hear me?
One.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Rip left.
To throw is Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Was just moving, just sitting there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
54 Mike. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, and caught by Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
What?
And down to the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
I can't go for
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, doing like that. Down 18.
Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, let's go. We got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen.
I mean, a mashing triangle.
Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Again, it's Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Allen on the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
You gotta be shitting me, man.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, or 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The rest of his name, Steve. My team, Miami.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's going to go on. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it, and it's 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he finds Parker here, complete. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that will be incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. Late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot now for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Dumpster juice.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right.
Man.
They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Immediately out of the game.
So for Miami, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will head back home.
Defense got to score touchdowns.
Bring the pressure.
I must just suck, man, because I can't say I ain't got talent. Oh, I run, yeah.
I was on like white on right. That ability automatic or sometimes?
I don't even know. I think so. I think they get it automatically.
Bills. Tree. Try and play.
Yeah, we can play. My mic fucked up, man. Good game, man. You deserve that one.
I tried to give it away.
No, we didn't. We didn't deserve to win that.
Beat them. Damn on losing streak. I think we'll get the Raiders this game.
I'm trying to figure out how to play with these.
When I'm on side still.
No.
I miss my boy Le'Veon Bell.
I'm about to play with motherfucking across the city.
Let's see what jersey we gonna get.
Oh, let's see. They got black. They got white. They got white.
I miss you, Le'Veon. They got white.
They got black. Got a lot of options over here.
Shit is cold.
A huge disappointment of a season.
Jets, my second.
Look at all these options I got, EJ.
Do what?
I said, look at all the options I got in jerseys over here. Dang, boy, we got a lot of variety.
Got Parks and Rick jerseys. So we ain't never changing.
Maybe come back home.
mama miss you.
That was the biggest disappointing season ever. I just knew I had loaded up on defense. I said, man, I'm going to stop everybody's run. And I got the corners to just man up niggas. And I'm going to shut it down. And I'd be damned if I didn't. But daggone couldn't score.
Well, now you gotta go back. You gotta get offense.
Well,
It's just money.
ain't no money. If I re-sign one player, I'm down to like $5 million in cap. Cause I re-signed Landry and Corey Davis.
Let's get it in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California.
Hit that big bastard. That big ass motherfucker.
Good look now. Don't worry. Why don't we do that when we try to play? You invite me. For some reason, don't let me invite you.
Gotta be running that ball.
Oh, good. I miss you, lady. I'll come back home. They gonna say, no, I'm good. He probably like, you get me out of New York. I come anywhere. Yeah. He definitely might be saying that. But when he even blame him. Man, don't go get the Packers and bring them Cowboys out. I ain't had time.
Oh, you calling them out?
You ain't had time to fight. This nigga was back there.
Oh, calling them out.
What color you wearing? So I know what color, because you know the Cowboys retarded.
No, I wear blue.
Nigga didn't have time to fight and niggas was in his face. Oh, then threw a kick on the next play. That's like Sam Donald. Oh, wait. Looking like a brick. Nigga back out trying to fight, wipe his nose and cough at the same time.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have to have some serious discussions in the offseason about the way this direction of this team is heading, because it's too talented to keep coming up short.
That's all I hear about this playbook. They got no run plays.
Well, I know we in the all-world division.
They make a custom. Cool. Might have to just suck it up and do it.
Now, that might be my problem. Well, I can't score. I don't run the same plays.
I wish I wouldn't have had never deleted my stuff, but I ain't had no room at the time on my games, so I had deleted.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Might be trying to drop it in the little bread basket and shit. Yeah, my face didn't even see him. We lost this game.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Ride the mule.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Prescott. That's complete
There you
to
go.
Cobb. And
There
he's
you
going to
go.
get
There
the
you
first
go.
down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Let's go. Get in, Lee. There you go. They asked for it.
Return touchdown by the Cowboys.
They asked for us. Give them what they want.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Preseason.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
And then the Cowboys supposed to open up their
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Can't get mine.
No.
I see. Come on, Jamal. They're running away from you, baby. We gotta find something to get you a tackle. No. You know you itching. They ever serious. It did.
Oh, Jesus. I'm lying. Motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up, man. Let me have to take you again.
Hold on, Ed. Let me take a piss real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, don't tell them.
Take off my belt. That's a big ass wide belt. That's a big ass wide belt. Trooper ass stuff. Come get somebody, Jamal. Where the hell are you going? My controllers be tripping, bro. Just make my niggas start moving to the left. Oh. Where y'all at? Run to the left. To the left, to the left.
Yo, this nigga. Whatever. This is 85.
Nigga Daniel Jones. I'm slow, coach. So you get to going backwards. There ain't no coming back. We had a white boy in the park time. He better be fast. Then when you look at you, he hitting the button or flicking the stick. You niggas say no. He got 96 speed. I wonder if I get a goal. They just fumbled. Can't afford it. We can't afford it. Yo, alright, it's just impossible for me to win on this game. No matter what somebody is, they all block the same.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, G. Come on now. Let's see why I let y'all had it rough.
I'm ready.
Oh, they playing Michael. The dancing mood. Alright, let's get it. God, come on, game. Doesn't matter. You can get the ball out your hand. Just throw the ball. Just throw it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Go, go, go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Raiders 7.
Here we go. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. 26.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front first. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
He made it so bad. Damn.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It was looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Oh, yeah. All right, we give this up.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Right there.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Flushed out right.
There you go. There you go. Hey,
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Will Compton in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Down. Wide 88. Go Chiefs. 54. Express.
Carr now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh!
Caught at the 6-yard
Oh
line.
my gosh.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, help them get back in the game. They can edge the game. Get the TV raised
Two big
up.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
How you gonna bet on me? I ain't got.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Once again, it's Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh,
get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills
2 feet,
right there,
clack,
partner.
clack.
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you
Clack,
how many
clack,
guys
left,
look to
right.
run with the football
Pat,
before
yo,
they've
he
intercepted
definitely got him.
So that's
He
a nice
definitely
job
got
of
him.
focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good call,
The Dallas
Terrell.
offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
Run what
put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. Third down.
Was my money.
Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! There we go, kill!
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, 53 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, Raiders 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They'll run with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Check it, go to 54, go to 54, 180.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Carr going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make the play on the football.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation. Had their eyes in one place.
It's already a bunch of conferences that's already canceled.
Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there.
That ain't UVA.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball.
That ain't UVA. That's Dan River.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Turn on ESPN.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And it's
FC
intercepted at the goal line. Cheetah Bay.
Live from Cavalier Stadium.
There's no playing with him. I try, Rick. Live from Dan Green Memorial.
We have the Alba Harris Yellow Jackets against the Clearview.
Clearview Fighting Comets.
Yeah, we gonna have to start that over, boy. These motherfuckers.
They're white on white. Send that, brother. Oh, you get a good game.
Yeah, GG's.
Mark, you had one good play in that game. It was a pick six.
Yo. Niggas on late on a Monday.
Ain't late.
Yeah, don't come in here questioning shit till you practice it.
No. Hey, Steve.
Oh, you get them again? Yes, that's what I want.
Hey, Steve.
What color you putting on?
White. Gonna go pure.
I'm using that boy now. He got 200 on the air, 200 on the ground. He need to play good. I'm using the ball right now. He got 200 on the air and 200 on the ground. Hell no. He's stupid as shit.
Got 21.
Yeah. No, nigga.
That nigga, these boys dip for about 30 minutes. You be getting some pussy, breathing hard.
Eating your butt.
Had to go get that money.
It's whip money.
Doodoo butter.
Gooch Dingleberries.
Yo, they kicked the baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as they're...
Forehead to the ground, bro.
Why would you do that? That's beat up, man. I hope none but bad karma. That's fucked up on so many
That
levels.
make you want to beat that nigga ass too?
Yeah, mom, beat up.
Oh, mama,
The kid
yo.
did not,
Did
that's
nothing
one
to
thing
it.
to beat on the mom, but you ain't, nah. That's
Man,
an
he
innocent
ain't got
kid.
to
He
do
ain't got
that
nothing
like
to
that
do.
neither, though.
I mean,
He drop
did,
kicked that bitch
but
out the head.
she made
And they got...
the kid that had shit to do to this nigga. Man, nah.
Man, he pushed her head to the ground, bro.
Nah.
And then at the end of it, yo, mother into the doorway, yo, on some petty ass shit. Man, that is some shit right there. You gotta kill a nigga behind some shit like that.
Whoever her time is going after that, they all supposed.
Yeah, they is.
Be some hoes. That on the same color? Sure.
Run up on that nigga.
Smoking all the fucking time.
Her game.
Hey, I just found me some blunt paper. Like, they blunts, but they like $100 bills. Man, shit cool. This shit to smoke. My man had the little biddies out down the way and shit, so I pull up and shit. Get the chopping it up with niggas and shit, pull the hundreds out. They say, what the fuck is that? I said, bitch, we ain't smoking some bottles tonight.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set! 19! Check, walk 54, walk 54. Strip the ball.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson going to give this one to Miller.
All right, Brad, I know we're going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find someone, anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Move it up.
Here's Watson.
Get that line.
Eluding the
No.
pressure right.
Oh,
It'll be
there you go.
incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. And an alley to run. Well, he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That's a good
Into
deep,
double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing.
Boy.
Sound like they over there. Huffing and puffing on the mic.
I seen that happening. All right, let's get it. Hey, A-Ron was wrong.
Right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Prescott. Flushed out right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. On the ball.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 4-8. Check 41. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Prescott off play action.
Oh,
he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Prescott to throw on fourth. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll throw again. Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
There you go, Watson.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Make him remember. Remember.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
If only we could have did this in the league.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
On 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Prescott on
Give it.
fourth down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Miller. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warn an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Here's High. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down now, it's Miller. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 26 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
You go.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Elliott. That is scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Move there. Check the backer.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Right here, 41 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh,
now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And fullback will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I remember niggas was starting that nigga pop. This
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's got Carlos Hyde. See you later. Touchdown, Houston.
Today.
Carlos Hyde, 56 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Button up, but I ain't gonna have that pass.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Boy, you should have seen
the Dallas offense
it was
here
like
set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
they said
that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to dance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He did this little exercise where
a 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Red, green, blue, but the color of the word in print would be like red, or blue. So he was like, recite these words on your own.
And that's one of those you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second
50
level.
people saying red, blue, blue, green, pink, red, red, red. Nobody. Then there's people like answering the phone, like, why the lady talking? Hold on, let me call you back. Let me call you back. I got to work. I'm at work right now. Yeah, I'll call you back about 4:30. All right. And the lady's like, again, please,
so get a little extra time
make
to
sure
come
you
up
have your
with a
mics
third down
muted,
play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Man. Man. It was an old head, kid you not, an old head name. Yeah, when you talk, your face pops up so everybody can see.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we in here. Our school is in here.
From the shotgun, it's
His
Prescott.
name is Willie Jones.
He's got
he
the
looked
connection
like
to
Willie Jones
Cooper.
Well,
they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Man, like when we was in there, anytime we had to like
on first down.
exercise, they would break us off groups.
Down. They
like
get to him
4 or
back
5
at
of
the
us
40.
separate group sessions.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is
5
having. It
or
is
6
a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me.
4 or 5
Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The superintendent is Hispanic, Puerto Rican, and every principal is black.
Here go 47.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He called him the bottom
The
of his
previous
leg.
run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it again with Miller. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Bring that rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, you think, man, just sitting at home, being or whatever,
Here's Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And this winds up a 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yeah, down here they just started today. State mandated.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Stills complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
That's why they
stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
That's how they make a line there.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott.
Oh, you just looked at him.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard
that's the thing.
line.
They putting in all this energy.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.
That's like Florida. You see Florida, they had 15,000 cases
one last
Friday,
exclamation
and they
mark
opened
there,
up
getting the
business
sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
They license their name out there. Like over 50% of their revenue is the resorts in the damn park. Nigga, if that shit ain't open, they late. Fuck a Disney Plus. They ain't making park money off Disney Plus. You gotta realize the amount of years that niggas be putting to this park. The resorts. For all of that shit to just shut down? Oh, nigga. Hell no.
Good thing, shit.